I'm joining Coach Kudzimashawi, who's the coach of FS Raiders under 20 ladies. Coach, a very good afternoon to you.
Absolutely, Jace. How are you?
I'm doing very well. All right, Coach, I see you've been just going through the pace with the ladies. And can you say you are now ready for the under 20 rugby league, Paramount Government Rugby League?
You can never be ready. Like I was saying, you don't know what happens in that first game. But like I said, I think with where we are, with the amount of work we've put in, I think we're going to be excited to kick it off and making sure that we take it slow and get that first stride on the field and making sure that we get the result that we built from.
Last year, you ended up in the final and it didn't go your way. What went wrong?
Whew. Yeah, a tough one for the girls for working hard like that and losing it on the final stride. I think the girls left a couple of tries, which is what we're going to try and work on this year and try to be ruthless whenever we get a chance and finish off, because the girls can run, the girls can tackle, the girls can get over the advantage line. I think it's just a matter of making sure that last pass sticks and making sure that score the try when you're supposed to. Don't make life difficult for yourself.
Indeed. Now, Coach, this team that you have here, how many have you retained from the previous season? How many have you recruited, joined the ranks, and how many possibly have you lost?
I think I can say we've retained 90% of the group that was there last year. We've lost maybe 2 or 3 players, and we've gained, I think, 3 players who are very young and talented that we're excited to work with. And obviously, you're going to see their faces throughout the season. If everything goes well, we should get more players who will be putting up their hands to join our ranks.
But women's rugby in Zimbabwe has been putting a lot of effort to catch up with the men's rugby. You are the coach for a ladies team, under 20 ladies team. What can you say are some of the challenges that are characterized by women's rugby?
I can say for starters, the biggest one is the acceptance from home. Cultural differences. The girl child must not do sport. That's the biggest problem that we face. And then obviously the development stages of it. We don't have much age group happening for girls in the country, so it's difficult. We have to start from scratch, maybe a 16-year-old, 15-year-old. I'm not saying it can't be done, but it means that the steps are going to take longer because you're going to have to instill the principles of the game first before you start actually, the teaching of it. But yeah, it makes the job more fun. But I think for me, those are the bigger challenges that we face with women's rugby in terms of the growth.
But at FS Raiders, is there a clear-cut policy in terms of junior policy that you have, maybe in terms of your recruitment when you go to recruit girls so that they join the ranks while they're still young? Is there anything that is clear-cut, or where do you get your players from?
We've been fortunate over the years because of relationships from coaches and headmistresses, headmasters through schools. So currently, we work with Goromonzi, Girls High, and I think this season we're probably going to join ranks with Queen Elizabeth, which is exciting. So that allows us to have a feed of players who continuously come through the ranks, so that we have a group of players that we can coach and let go when they need to go to school, and still have players that are there. But we don't have a policy to say now we're going to look at this group. Anyone who's obviously, our results have been evident for themselves, so people have put up their hands to come and play with us, so which has been very fortunate for us.
And now, going into this league, Coach, what are your objectives?
Objectives? We agreed with the girls beginning of training, beginning of pre-season. We set out to say we're going to work hard and set our standards for ourselves and look at ourselves. So that's first. Take each game as it comes. If we get to the final, let's take the final. The reward comes after the hard work. So one game at a time, and make sure that we play our best and enjoy the game.
And maybe it would be unfair for me to just let you go before I ask this. And some of those young girls that are playing in here, and the progression path to play in the senior team, how much has you as a club have benefited from having these juniors playing for you?
Ladies national team. I think we've got you know my daughter. she's part of that. We've got Noku, who was unfortunate of her age last year. We've got pretty much a couple have always come out from junior setup to filter into the senior setup, because obviously there's not much difference in terms of the way we want to train and the way the senior ladies are training. So I think a couple of players have filtered into the senior ladies team throughout the years.
It would be unfair for me to just let you go if I don't ask. How has it been at Rugby Africa? Putting FS Raiders aside, you guys have done the nation proud. You've gone on there and you have won it. How has it been? What has it been like?
Pressure. Yeah, it's been one hell of a dream for us for the past year and up to now where we are. And to be honest, it sort of now it feels much more heavier that we are sitting on top of the mountain and everyone is gunning for us. So the pride is there, the excitement, the zeal is more, and the proudness that comes with it. And now to say we're going to actually have to stand our ground and defend what we actually went to start. So I think the boys have already started training. The mindset looks like everyone is aiming and gunning for it and really making sure that we're on the same path and the same mindset to achieve what we need to achieve for the year, for the nation and for ourselves.
I've been talking to Coach Kuzi Masawi, the FS Raiders under 20 rugby coach. Thank you so much, Coach.
Cheers.